What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. We're in back day. Got legs tomorrow. Leg day. My leg day video is still posting. Cause y'all probably didn't want to hit legs at all. The reason why I don't record legs, like my legs just take a lot to wear out. But I went extra heavy on them yesterday. But yeah.
I'm just so sick of boys and their little muscle shirts.
Nobody cares about when you do that and there's like muscles there. Nobody cares about that. We don't want to see that.
I don't super love men, so if like you're not into degrading, it's not gonna work out.
Lend me your strength! Lend me your power once more! And lend me your power and strength! Give me the test of 100!
Staying right here at 120, not going anywhere. To going for 10 reps exactly. Cause this is one of the last.
I have to be something different. And I'm going to change my life with bodybuilding. I don't know exactly how it's going to change, but I can continue down this road with and be a criminal or not. And I have something else.
Alright, YouTube. So here, doing chest support rows, but I'm doing differently than what I normally do. I'm gonna take my time on these, right? For the first 2 sets, I'm gonna get a full stretch.
I'll get stronger if it's the last thing I do. With the power I have! I know I can do it right here and now!
Alright, YouTube, we're doing cap rows here. Only 2 sets, going for 10 reps, very slow and controlled. Alright, YouTube, so here we're doing machine lat put ons. Because I put on machine back there, it's tugging. So I was just gonna do 2 sets here, but yeah, I always say don't fix nothing, it's broke. So yeah, my lat's getting a good pump from it. So I'll do 1 more set here, and then I'll go.
Barriers, make the gym cheaper, closer, training partners, exercises you like, and you have to raise the impetus, goals, inspiration, and fucking goddamn real desire to be there. The people that have no problem showing up to the gym are the people that want to be there. And no amount of Rocky Balboa fucking movies are going to get you to that place.
I was only living because it was too much trouble to die. I got up in the morning, I went to work, I ate dinner, and I went to sleep at night. It's like my body was doing it out of habit. And that's how I lived every day of my life. I worked my body to the absolute limit. I wanted to forget everything, so I let work swallow my life. Swallow everything.
Yeah! Alright, YouTube. They're still holding lat pull down machine, so I'm finished with these. Pulling, locking it out. Very slow.
For so long, all I wanted was to be like other people, to feel what they felt. But now that I do, I just want it to stop. I destroy everyone I love. I can't let that happen to Hannah, to Harrison. I have to protect them from me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That new Fatboy Max and Creep, crazy. They really slid on that. It slid on it, bro. I can't.
To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. That is the equation. That is the price. There where doubt doesn't get a seat and comfort doesn't have a voice. For something to change, something else has to change. Nothing new will come from the same you. So do what you've never done and find out who you were meant to become.
I said lat pull down, sir. Not lat pull down. I want the lat pull down so bad. I'm freaking saying that. Nah, unilateral pulls.
To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. That is the equation. That is the price. There where doubt doesn't get a seat and comfort doesn't have a voice. For something to change, something else has to change. Nothing new will come from the same you. So do what you've never done and find out who you were meant to become. To get something you...
Alright, YouTube. We finally at the machine. At the peak of hogging it for the last 30 minutes. And we can finish out there. We're doing 3 sets. Close.
Never had. You have to do something you never did. That is the equation. That is the price. There where doubt doesn't get a seat and comfort doesn't have a voice. For something to change, something else has to change. Nothing new will come from the same you. So do what you've never done and find out who you were meant to become.
Alright, YouTube. Doing 3 10 sets here. Not 3 10 sets. Excuse me. 10. Going for 10. 12 reps here.
They don't see the pain, but they'll judge the result. You suffer in silence. They don't see the nights you couldn't sleep. They don't see the failure, the fear, the tears you wiped away when no one was watching. But they will see your success and call it luck. They'll say, must be nice. But they weren't there when you had nothing but doubt and still showed up. When you had no applause and still worked in the dark. They didn't bleed like you did, but they'll act like they understand. You weren't chosen. You chose yourself. You didn't wait to feel strong. You fought until strength showed up. You didn't need permission. You just refused to quit. That's what makes you different. So let them doubt. Let them talk. Because when the world finally sees your rise, they'll never understand what it cost you.
Yeah, So the plan was, I wasn't gonna do these. And it came to my mind when I first got settled. And I got settled over there by the Crow. So hey, might as well get these in.
I have to do something different. And I'm gonna change my life with bodybuilding. I don't know exactly how it's gonna change, but I can continue down this road with and be a criminal or not. And I have something out.
12 reps here. So let's get to it.
Don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. When I'm not around, you're so very special. I wish I was special.
I hate the word luck, especially in focused, driven individuals. One thing that you have to understand is that there is no such thing as luck. It does not fucking exist. If you are someone that thinks that someone else is lucky, I can already tell you that the way you think holds you back. Because there is only scenarios created through an individual's behavior. And if you want to be in a potentially better situation, you need to understand what certain people do to get to the situations they are in.
Alright, YouTube. So here I'm doing incline cable curls, which is like one of my favorite bicep exercises.
What do you do if you go to the gym and realize you just don't have enough energy to enjoy your workout? So you're not always going to feel like killing it. You know, it's not like every variable is always going to be in your favor. So if things are a little off and you still get after it, then how do you think you'll perform when you actually
try to really push it?
Did get enough rest and you did eat enough food and you're fully hydrated and you're just physically like, all right, come on, you're going to do that much better. So it's up to the person, but unless you're like dying sick or something, to an extent, I would say at least make an effort to think, okay, do I really need to take this day off, or am I just saying that? Right? Because if you're just saying that, like I said, a couple questions ago, that's not a dog-eating mentality in any shape or form.
Come on. Alright, YouTube. So while I'm setting this up, I'm gonna tell you the word of the day. So the word of the day today is intensity. Always train with intensity, man. Please, like, it's anything y'all don't do, just train with intensity. I promise you, you get so much better gains. But put it this way, train with intensity, but don't risk harming yourself. Cause that's I'm hearing where I'm at. I'm down like 30 pounds. I'm 258 now. So I told y'all getting the opposing sets like mid 250s. We'll see how we looking.
As I study and analyze my physique, I don't look in the mirror at admiration or satisfaction, because then you become content. And when you become content, there's somebody coming up behind you or somebody ahead of you that's working harder.
All right, 2 more sets. I'm gonna weigh about 10 pounds. Yeah, I feel pumped. Very good.
They're not satisfied, and I'm never satisfied with what I see. As I study and analyze my physique, I don't look in the mirror at admiration or satisfaction, because then you become content. And when you become content, there's somebody coming up behind you or somebody ahead of you that's working harder. They're not satisfied, and I'm never satisfied with what I see.
Each arm. Yeah, feel good.
Try to get that back into your life, especially for men, because life is very, very challenging for a man. They expect us to be leaders. When I say they, I'm talking about God created a man to be a leader, to be a fighter, to set examples in his home, in his house, for his wife, for his kids, for other men around him that look up to him. And how can you do that if you don't know what your true purpose is, or if you're not happy with yourself and your position and where you're at?